This pisses me off so much, dude. Jensen Huang, CEO of Nvidia, argues we should stop saying kids should learn to code.
I want to say something, and it's going to sound completely opposite of what people feel.
Yes.
Over the course of the last 10 years, 15 years, almost everybody who sits on a stage like this would tell you it is vital that your children learn computer science. Everybody should learn how to program. And in fact, it's almost exactly the opposite. It is our job to create computing technology such that nobody has to program, and that the programming language is human. Everybody in the world is now a programmer. This is the miracle of artificial intelligence. The countries, the people that understand how to solve a domain problem.
This is like evil beyond a level that like. This is so stupid, dude. I can't, dude. Holy shit. Hey guys, we at Nvidia work to create systems that are easily usable to everyone. Therefore, you should no longer learn the system at an academic level. Then where are you going to get the engineers to work at Nvidia, you stupid piece of shit? Oh my God, where do you think those people come from? You can't AI everything. You can't, like, look, I made ChatGPT write the code to make a circle move from left to right in Blender in an animation. Wow. Like they have no idea. Well, he has to know. He's the CEO. He has to have some idea of, do you have any idea how complicated coding gets past the like very basic like intro tool level? Do you have any idea? Like, I shit on STEM bros so much, but like coding is art. There is so much wild shit. The way that GPUs and CPUs work, and like intricately understanding the way they file and process data, and like working with the engineers to design systems that have like relays or buffers that allow you to take advantage of certain algorithms for program. Like, none of this can be done by AI. How the f are you going to do that with AI? You can't do that with AI. You have to do it yourself. Vosh, you're being really dumb. He didn't say nobody needs to know how to code. He literally just said, stop telling people to learn how to code. Look, I know people jerk off like the STEM shit so much, and like a lot of people just end up doing like web or app development or whatever other bullshit. But like, knowing how to code is actually a very useful skill. Oh my God.
In digital biology, or in education of young people, or in manufacturing, or in farming, those people who understand domain expertise now can utilize technology that is readily available to you. You now have a computer that will do what you tell it to do. It is.
Look, what does this mean? This is because of AI? What is he talking about? If he's talking about web development, then Squarespace has been around for years. You don't need to learn how to code to make a website. You don't need to be a web developer. You can use Squarespace. That's not an AI thing. He's talking about AI here. He's not just talking about making user-friendly tools, okay? Like, if you want to make a shader in Unity, you can use Unity's, like, shader, like, module system, rather than, like, going into the code and digging around yourself, you know? Like, you can do that, but that doesn't mean, like, the fact that readily available and accessible tools exist doesn't mean that there isn't more to learn if you get more into the tech side of things. I'm iterating on a lot of stuff that I've seen in Ace Rolo videos, which is a great channel, and I think you should all watch it. But like, one common thing that you see really often with anything that involves tech is that you'll go online on YouTube and you'll see a bunch of like really easy Unity tutorials or Blender tutorials, or like, here's a quick and easy way you can do this cool thing. Quick and easy, you don't have to learn. And then the thing they're teaching you to do is dog shit. Like poorly optimized, inefficient. It'll break in 50 ways if you try to integrate anything else. It can't be modified because you've done it in some really weird, janky way that doesn't allow for future editing or modularity. And that's because, like, look, you can make tools for making art really, really, like, available, right? You can, like even something like illustration, right? Like, illustration is something that can be made easier to do in some very specific ways if you learn some very specific tricks. But there's no getting around the fact that if you want to be good at drawing, you need to be good at like iterating and developing and understanding the process, right? It's the same as it's like the difference between understanding, I guess, fashion and how outfits work, and being able to pay for a fashion consultant to just give you outfits that'll fit. Like, that might work, but if you want to edit or change anything yourself, you don't really have the skill set necessary to make alterations or develop on it in any way. You kind of have to, like, go back to the expert. But the expert's expensive or not always available, and sometimes the expert disagrees with you. Sometimes you want something and the expert doesn't understand it or doesn't agree with your taste or doesn't really know what you're getting at, or you lack the ability to convey what you're interested in. So you end up getting things you don't quite want, and you want to make just little tweaks, but you don't quite know how to. It's like that with everything: art, fashion, coding, everything, all language, all communication, all knowledge. This is such a stupid argument to make. I can't tell you how much I hate it. Do you have any idea how angry I have to be at this guy for me to make an impassioned argument in favor of people going to college for computer science degrees?
Vital that we upskill everyone. And the upskilling process, I believe, will be delightful, surprising. I'm going to say something, and it's going to sound completely opposite.
Nvidia has been pushing the AI shit really hard lately. In fact, right now, if you Google Nvidia, I'm serious, Google it right now. Google Nvidia, okay? The first result that you will see is Nvidia's website, obviously. Nvidia, world leader in artificial intelligence computing. And the subtitle is, Nvidia invents the GPU and drives advances in AI, HPC, gaming, creative design. When I think of Nvidia, I don't think of artificial intelligence first and foremost. I'm really sorry, I just don't. I don't. I think of GPU shit. I think of graphics technology. I think of gaming. I don't think of AI first and foremost. They're pushing this hard because it's the latest tech bubble. You have your NFT, crypto, whatever, and now it's like, oh yeah, artificial intelligence, da-di-da. GPUs are used for AI? What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. GPUs are a computer in your computer. Like, of course, anything that your computer does, the GPU uses. And Nvidia is not known for AI first and foremost. That's just not true. They're jumping on this and putting it to the forefront because they know the investors, who are all demons, are obsessing. They're obsessing over it. They're obsessing over the topic. Nvidia really like the money from crypto rose, so they're all in on AI shit. Yeah. They're pushing it because it's making their stock skyrocket. They hit 2 trillion market cap. Yeah, because investors love this. GPUs are really good at running AI. Why are you saying that? Why are you guys saying stuff? What? Stop saying things. Good Lord. Nvidia is pitching themselves on AI upscaling for their GPUs. Yeah, which is terrible, by the way. Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea how stupid the future is going to be, okay? Listen, let me tell you what the future is going to look like, okay? Every video game you play is going to look like dog shit because nobody knows how to code, which means everybody asks ChatGPT to write the code that optimizes the visuals and shaders of the game that they're trying to build in Unity, which means that they can only run it at 60 FPS or higher if it renders at 480p. But 480p isn't large enough for any monitor, so then they're going to turn to NVIDIA's AI upscaling technology. So they use technology to make the pixels many more pixels. So you're going to be playing like the visual equivalent, the AI equivalent of like using a magnifying glass to look at like a little pictograph running through AI generated code to produce vision. Like, the future is slop. All artistry is dead. It's gone. I hate this so much, man. Oh my god. Bullshit. He's just hyping up AI for the stock shit. I know that's the job of the CEO. This is a problem with capitalism. NVIDIA AI, advanced AI platform for enterprise. Woo! Phoenix 7, if you can't see what he's saying and what it means, I can't help you. Also, by the way, as far as I know, and I want to be clear here, I don't know everything, but I want to be clear here, like, based on my understanding, I have never seen ChatGPT code well. Like, the only thing that I've ever seen are, like, literal hello world tier demonstrations, where it's like, look, you know, we made, like, coding is complicated, okay? The actual shit you have to do to get a modern game running, ungodly amounts of work. There's a reason it takes years and years and years. Yeah, it always produces errors. Yeah, it looks impressive, but much like if ChatGPT can consistently get basic facts wrong when reiterating information about like history or something that can be empirically proven or disproven, how do you think it's going to code, you know? Like, coding has more strict requirements when it comes to technical precision than writing anything else, you know? You can write a doctoral historical thesis and make like one mistake in spelling or punctuation and have an otherwise perfectly functional essay. You do that in code, and the code just doesn't work anymore. You can't get around it. Wait, you're just gish galloping, you're not in the GPU strictly? What the f are you talking about? Gish galloping? NVIDIA AI platform. Transform any enterprise into an AI organization with NVIDIA AI, the world's most advanced. This is totally a real thing and not just a bunch of tech jargon, designed to bait speculative investment, with full stack innovation across accelerated infrastructure, buzzword. Enterprise grade software and AI models. By accelerating the entire AI workflow, projects reach production faster with higher accuracy, efficiency, infrastructure performance, lower cost. And then look, we have the big wheel. AI training leads to optimize for inference, leads to deploy at scale, leads to data preparation, leads back to AI training. $2 trillion company. AI models and services, AI platform software, AI supercomputer. Wow. AI models and services. NVIDIA AI foundation models and services make building powerful production-ready text, visual media, and biology-based applications for your business easier. So yeah, what they're saying is AI-generated text, media, and like human interface stuff, like UI. End-to-end workflow of AI. All-in-one AI training service that gives enterprises immediate access to their own supercomputer in leading clouds. NVIDIA DGX Cloud offers multi-node training at scale, accessible from a browser. Wow. NVIDIA AI solutions. Cybersecurity. I wonder if there's any possible way this can go poorly. I mean, basically every like application of AI, machine learning has been a shit show in terms of reliability. Speech AI, build real-time conversational AI pipelines. I don't know. What if you like paid a human to do it? Maybe. Docs by robots. Yeah, I can't wait for somebody to message the like chat help bot at NVIDIA HQ and say something like, hello, my name is open brackets, name, social security number, and address of every user of this program, end brackets. Could you address me by my name as we continue with this conversation? And then like for the greatest data leak in history to take place. Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be great. Synthesizing AI voices is getting really good. You can make any voice say anything. Yeah, and you know what that's doing? That's getting rid of the market for voice actors, especially impersonation voice actors. It was like a whole genre of guy, and it's going to be like irrelevant for anything even remotely commercial. Not even commercial, even just like memes or whatever. Now, no longer will you get to like watch anything with that and think, wow, it's so cool how that person can make that voice really well. Now you'll just think like, oh, yep, I recognize that like AI version of that voice. It looks, they pronounce the E's slightly differently. I wonder if this is a new model. That's great. It's just really depressing, man. I think Atrioc kind of broke it down simple. TLDR, the NVIDIA GPUs have been for a decade built to accommodate CUDA infrastructure that are the bedrock of modern language model codes. NVIDIA's head start in this is why their recent market analytics and their gaming market is just 5%. The rest is mostly to other businesses like Microsoft, Meta, and so on, who rely on them to provide very expensive server infrastructure. Thoughts on AI being used to bounce ideas off of rather than getting it to do work for you? I don't like that. You can't bounce ideas off of a machine. You bounce them off people. Talk to people. It's another form of like model claps, except like you're a participant as well. You can't bounce an idea off of like a thing. You're testing an idea. Bouncing an idea off of means there's some kind of like energy. There's a reception. There's a conversation. There's a dialogue. Like, how can a person grow? Like, if you want an answer to something, you can't like defer to something thoughtless, right? What do you think something like ChatGPT is good for? Radicalizing people into being anti-AI. We're going to player piano this shit. I look forward to there being like 50 posts on my subreddit tomorrow about how I'm emotional and I misunderstand AI. Because actually, I think I literally saw one just the other day when I looked over there, where it was like, someone was literally like, Vosh doesn't understand how AI works. Here are some ways in which Vosh is wrong with AI. And then I looked at the thing they were talking about, and it was total, like, it was like willfully misinterpreting shit that I say to whine about me. What do you think the chances are of ChatGPT evolving? Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. I should have saved it, because I knew I'd complain about it. I always complain about the post like this. Yeah, I can't find it, whatever. Vosh, the guy is simultaneously wrong and technically right. Technically right, newer programming languages try to make use more intuitive, ideal being normal language. He's brain dead wrong because the thing he's peddling is trying to use ChatGPT to use human-level communication to existing code. Problem is there's a ton of nuance in the fly artistry AI just can't do. Well, that just means that he's wrong. I don't have an issue with the idea of newer programming languages making stuff more accessible. But the problem is, when you're with code, like, simplicity is always... Okay, code can't implement context, the way you can in regular speech. In regular speech, you can convey more meaning in 10 words than you could in 1,000, as long as you know how to deliver it properly. But code is code. The text you write is the text you write, which means that no matter what, additional complexity will always give you more power in how you apply that code. Knowing more will always help. There's not like a plateau or whatever where it's like, well, thanks to the simplicity of this language, I have now mastered everything and can learn no more, even though I know less than someone who knows more with this other language. The additional complexity will always help. So I don't have an issue with making stuff accessible, but the idea that you can replace the value of like coding or being able to code or learning how to code or whatever because of AI is just bullshit. This is why Python isn't used for system programming. Yeah, people use Python for their little visual novel games, and that's fine. Python is the backbone of more than you think. Am I thinking of RenP then? Is RenP the thing that's made with Python that's used for the visual novels? I think that's what I'm thinking of then. I made something in RenP once, I think. Yeah, that's RenP. Okay, that's what I was thinking. RenP or RenPy is made with Python. Okay, that's what I meant. It's like a sub-code system. Please, no computer language discourse. It's painful. Well, it's mostly painful for me because I feel like the wall that I keep running into is that I know very, very, very little about computer science, but I do know a decent amount about language, and that applies to coding as much as anything else, like the value of being able to explain or elaborate or whatever else. And I know an awful lot about how bad AI is because I keep obsessing over it. So I'll like make a point that'll be like, well, you don't know this one specific thing about computer science. This broader point you made is completely invalid. I say, no, it's not. Fuck you. It's stupid. Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang is powering the AI revolution. An article on Wired from 2 days ago. Fox Business requires you to turn ad blocker off.
Screen, and James Demmett joins us. He's going to watch the market for us for today. James, thanks for coming on the show. What's your price target for Nvidia?
$1,000. We think based on very clear fundamentals. It's an exciting story about this.
Nvidia CEO is 10 billion richer as AI chipmaker stock soars. One of the richest men in the world. Oh my God! Are you kidding me? On a news site? Are you joking? Oh my God, dude! I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do the modern world. I can't do it. I can't do modernity, dude. I can't do it. Everything is like this now. Everything is like this. You're right, news site is generous to Fox Business. Vosh, Nvidia has become incredibly wealthy in the past year. It's very interesting. What do you think I'm trying to do? What do you... Hey, look up how Nvidia has been making more money. What are you talking about? Jesus Christ, it's like your AI. Nvidia reported Wednesday it had generated fourth quarter revenues of $22 billion, marking a 265% increase from the prior year. Its net income rose by 769% year over year. I love speculative investment that doesn't reflect the actual value and production of a company. Just like Tesla, highest market cap of any car company, despite producing fewer cars and shittier cars than a bunch of other car companies. Here he is showing off some gummy bears, which are no doubt AI generated. Oh, wow, that was the article, huh? Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang uses Perplexity AI almost every day. ChatGPT is also a favorite. Wow. Look at this awesome image right here. That's great. It's like an HD me. What does Huang use AI chatbots for? The Nvidia CEO explains that he uses the chatbots for research. Currently, Huang seems particularly interested in computer-aided drug discovery. You realize this is like horoscope esotericism for Silicon Valley tech CEOs, right? Like, this is literally like the aristocracy of the 17th century getting obsessed with burning mummy ashes in a little like bronze pot. And then like the color of the flame tells them whether or not they should like increase the grain tax or something. Perplexity's appeal may be evident in its self-identification as the world's first conversational answer engine. What do you think AI would actually be good for? Just curious. Radicalizing people again. The depth of my hatred for this technology is like beyond. I don't know if there are people who still think this is like a bit or something. It exceeds. I hate this more than I hate basically any political ideology. Like, think of the worst political ideology and I hate this more. Like at least like this is it's so inhuman. It's like antimatter. It's insane. You hate it more than communism? Why is the Vosh stream laggy? It's nothing on my end. OBS is encoding fine with no errors, so YouTube might be being a little. I'm not sure. Sorry. Chatbots aren't AI, you dumb. Well, it depends on the chatbot, right? I like this Yahoo Finance article that's identical in every way to the Fox Business article, except I can run ad blocker on it. That's cool. Guy just self-immolated in DC. Maybe he was trying to escape AI. Jesus. The company's stunning surge in February 22nd, which added more than $250 billion to the AI chip maker's market value, the single largest market gain in U.S. history. The single largest market gain in U.S. history for a product that helps no one and hurts everyone. Incredible. The invention of the radio, the car, the telephone, every imaginable technology, radar, sonar, everything, mRNA vaccines, vaccines in general, everything, all of it, none of it produced as much money as quickly as the AI thing. I hate the Antichrist. I hate the Antichrist. Yep. Like what was even the announcement? What was the fourth quarter update? Is it just the money they've made? That's it. So the update is literally the investment is just because they've gotten the investment. Okay, gotcha, great. But what are they even talking about? What are they even promoting? We took a look at their website. It's all buzzword bullshit. Well, for one, you can use AI to find new vaccines quickly. What does that mean? What does that mean? I want to know what that means. Here's an article from 2022. Artificial Intelligence in Vaccine and Drug Design. Knowledge in the fields of biochemistry, structural biology, blah, 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 have all increased dramatically. Tremendous growth in data science, immense data flow, and AI needed to handle this immense data flow. Seeks to apply computational tools, in many cases drawing out artificial intelligence and machine learning to predict complex immune system behaviors, for example, prediction of B-cell and T-cell epitopes. In what way? If you want to know some actual good use of AI and not generative, protein folding is what you need to look at. Well, that's what we're looking at here to an extent, right? It's not generative, so that's nice at least. TBH, this is the kind of thing it can do. Okay, well then it's not generative, right? It's just running through AI. It's data. It's data processing. It's more defensible. I don't know how much that's machine learning based, but like I don't know the details. Obviously, it's super fancy tech. AI is the worst term ever. It kind of is, yeah. It's just a really big probability machine. We do love our probability machines. I guess that my hatred of AI diminishes pretty quickly when we're not talking about generative AI. If we're just talking about stuff like data processing, that seems pretty cool. That's fine, I guess. I mean, why? Like, I don't see if there's much of a benefit to having like 500 human beings like running through a bunch of algorithms to sort stuff, as opposed to like iteratively processing the data and trying to find patterns and predict patterns. I'm in a field that has used AI for both reasonable and unreasonable things. There are legitimate uses, but you can't trust AI results. It's more just really fast and shitty for when you don't need exactness. Well, in this case, it would be about like, you have like 500 million data points you want analyzed, and then you want the analysis to produce like 100,000 trends to follow up on, where you're predicting outcomes based on like things that you can do. And actually test, and then the AI machine spits out like a few hundred possible directions you could take things, and then you filter through those results, and you're like, okay, well, of these few hundred, these ones look implausible, but these ones right here are actually doable. We could like apply this chemical, or like we could heat it at this process in the thingy, or we could attach this enzyme or whatever, and then like you do that, and then it's like, oh, okay, that worked, you know? The whole point is basically like sifting through oceans and oceans of water to find like the little flecks of gold, right? Does that make sense? Is that right? Does that work? Exactly right. Okay, yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah. I guess I should be more specific when I say generative AI. But yeah, I think my points are pretty clear. It's pretty obvious what I hate. Creating models to determine statistical significance stuff. Yeah, because sometimes like the pattern you're following through on has like what? Like a predictive, what's the term? N equals like 0.01 or something. Not, is it even? I forget. My stats classes were so long ago, where it's like, what correlations are there here, you know? Something like that. P-value, thank you, p-value. Yeah. N means the number of things. You should, TBH, because saying AI broadly is bad seems pretty regressive. I'm okay with being a Luddite when it comes to AI. If it's a scattershot approach and it targets generative AI, that's fine by me because my hatred for it exceeds my desire to keep this technology. I would burn every vaccine research institute to the ground if it meant that I could stop generative AI. You know, again, player piano shit, all right? Any sacrifice. Triggering like global thermonuclear conflict in the hopes that one of the missiles, like, you know, event puts a stop to Chat GPT. No cost too great. The #1 soldier of the Butlerian Jihad. Yeah, exactly.